One of the biggest concerns I've had about Star Citizen over the past couple of years is that the worlds that fill its universe often feel barren and empty. Apart from the main landing zones and a few scattered outposts, there isn't much to do at the moment, but all of that is going to change as Clan Imperial Games just introduced a whole lot of new settlements that are going to make their way to the game within the next 12 months. So, where are these settlements going to be, and what should we expect to do there? So far, it seems that we are going to get two different types of settlements based on their location. First, I will talk about the Stanton system because that's more concrete given the fact that it's the only place where we can play the game right now. These settlements we are going to see in Stanton are derelict settlements, based off the derelict outposts that have been appearing throughout the past year. Over there, we'll be able to interact with various groups of NPCs, some being friendly, of the grid settlers who just want to live a peaceful life, and others being gangsters and criminals who simply can't get anywhere close to civilized space. At these settlements, players will be able to take missions, trade, relax, buy some supplies, and even perhaps find rare items that would not be available anywhere else, which is really what's going to make it worth visiting them in the end. And then they are going to be the settlements of the Pyro system, which are divided into three categories: trade posts, scrapyards, and mining operations, which are self-explanatory names and explain very well on their own what their themes are going to be about, as well as what we'll be able to do there and find. These outposts will themselves be divided into two subcategories: independent and outlaw. The independent outposts will be ran by regular citizens of Pyro who just want to make a living out there in the frontier. These are going to have their own set of rules, and you'll be able to build up your reputation with them in order to get into their good graces. The same can be said with the outlaw settlements, but these are obviously going to be ran by criminals who will, unlike the independents, not really care about building a better future for themselves, but more taking what's not theirs for their own profits. Of course, these two philosophies, for lack of a better term, will be fighting each other in the Pyro system, so we should be expecting outlaws raiding independent operations and independents leading retaliatory operations. Next, I would like to talk about the looks of these settlements, which look absolutely phenomenal. Each of them is made of various elements taken from a set of assets created for their theme, either derelict for Stanton or frontier for Pyro, and what immediately struck me was their size, which is tremendously larger than anything we have right now in the Stanton system. In fact, these settlements are so large that they even have their own streets and roads where we'll be able to drive ground vehicles on, and I can already imagine the street races that we will have in these. It's going to be so epic. And it's not just about driving vehicles on streets. These outposts will have their own shops, their own farms, their own production facilities. They will also provide us with their own missions, and some of them will even have their own little mini spaceport in the form of landing pits, which are very reminiscent of what we would find in Star Wars, or at least this is the impression that I had watching this. If you felt the same, well, let me know in the comment section down below. So then, the big question, as always, is when? When could we expect these settlements to reach the persistent universe? When are we going to be able to roam ourselves onto those streets and these new locations? Well, for those located in Pyro, this will obviously not be right now unless they are available in the Pyro Playground playtest that will arrive very soon on the preview channel, but I doubt it. I think that this playtest will be restricted to what was shown to those who attended CitizenCon, but I could be wrong. If you have any idea about that, well, also let me know in the comment section down below. We could, however, start seeing perhaps at least one prototype derelict settlement on Macrotech as early as the end of this year. These settlements have been designed and made by the team at Montreal, which is going to receive a great Christmas package, by the way, thanks to your donations during CitizenCon. I will make sure to add the names of the people who contributed on the card, just like we did last year with the package sent to Manchester. Anyway, so the Montreal studio has the reputation of working well and fast, and they announced that they created a lot of these settlements, not just one, which will be scattered across various planets of the Stanton system, including Macrotech, but also Hurston. I personally love how they look here and how they are integrated into the landscape of these planets, including how they are placed near bodies of water such as lakes or oceans, going as far as including what look like fishing wharves or even old platforms above the water. And I have no doubt that these are going to be incredibly popular locations for players to go and experience the rogue outcast fantasy that they are going to be able to provide. So there we have it. This is what we learned from CitizenCon about the upcoming settlements that will be scattered across the game universe, but let me know in the comment section down below, what do you expect out of these settlements? When do you think Cloud Imperium Games will start rolling them out? Do you think Star Citizen Alpha 3.22 will see those settlements, or perhaps it's a little bit too early and we'll have the first iteration next? I'd like to know what your thoughts are here. I would also not be able to make all of that content without you guys who support the channel on Patreon or via the YouTube Join membership program, so a huge shout out to all of you, especially Dr. Fobin, Deplorable Infidel, and Zero Crusher. If you too want to go the extra mile and help the channel out, the link is in the description down below. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming here. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed watching it, and why not consider subscribing for more regular content. I've been Iran. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one.